64 AD. The Emperor Nero has unleashed his fury against the Christians. Their crime? Proclaiming a king higher than Caesar. Setting fire to the city, Nero places the blame on the Christians and launches a new campaign to wipe them out. Families are separated, children left homeless, as thousands are sold into slavery or thrown to the lions. Escaping the panic of the fire and dodging the advancing soldiers, a group of children find shelter in the gentle care of Ben and Helena, a local baker and his wife. Here the children discover an amazing secret network of daring men and women who risk their lives to help one another and to tell the stories of the great storyteller, the one called Jesus. And so, awaiting the day when their parents will return, Anna, Cyrus, Justin, and Marcus embark on the adventure of a lifetime, together with Ben, Helena, and their friends in the Christian underground. Their mission, to keep the stories of Jesus alive. This is their story. They are the Story Keepers.
Tomorrow's Nero's birthday again.
Why did the Empress Sabina have to pick our bakery to cook for Nero's party?
I suggested using the palace bakers, but she wouldn't listen. After all, I'm just one of her lowly servants.
Don't apologize, Miriam. We're just thankful to have Christians like you working in Nero's palace.
Open up in the name of Nero.
Tacticus!
The abandoned mill is perfect for tonight's meeting. Good work, Tacticus.
Thanks, Ben. I reassigned the guards in that sector, so you shouldn't have any problems.
Won't you be there?
I'm afraid not, Anna. Nero has demanded an audience with his closest advisors, and I must attend.
Oh.
We should be thankful Nero is so fond of Tacticus. I'd hate to think what he'd do if he knew you were a Christian.
Only my closest friends know that, and I plan to keep it that way.
You're not the first. You know, for a long time, even Jesus' closest friends didn't know who he was until one day when Jesus led his disciples to the top of a mountain. At the top of the mountain, an amazing thing happened. Two other men appeared beside Jesus, great men of God who had died many years before. One was Elijah. Some people worshipped another god, but calling upon the Lord, Elijah set them straight. The other man was Moses, who led his people out of Egypt.
This is my son, You must do what he says. Do not tell anyone what you've seen until I have risen from the dead.
You see, Jesus knew it wasn't the right time to reveal who he really was.
I can understand how he felt. Well, thanks, Ben. I hope it goes well tonight.
See you soon?
I hope so. Nice seeing you again.
Miriam.
It was good seeing you again, too, Tacticus.
Tacticus is really nice, isn't he?
He certainly is. Anna!
We'd better get back to work. The first delivery is due at the palace by nightfall, and our customer isn't exactly the patient type.
Master! Hurry it up, you lethargic lunks!
Your new altar is quite impressive, Caesar.
Of course it is. Would I have an unimpressive altar, Nihilus?
It's more than impressive. It's stupendous. The most stupendous altar ever erected by a ruler to himself.
I'm no mere ruler, you little toad. I'm a god.
That's what I meant. You're the kind of god who rules over other gods.
What do you think, Tacticus?
It's very, big.
Just picture it. The altar lit and all of you bowing before me, your god.
Speed it up. I don't have all night.
Yes, Empress Sabina.
Oh! Why didn't you warn me about the filling? Don't just stand there. Fetch me a new pair of shoes.
Wow. It must be great to live here. Except for Nero and Sabina and Nihilus. And the guards, I mean.
Sabina thinks those spices make her smell nicer.
Nicer than what? A dead goat? Miriam, if things are so bad here, why don't you just run away?
It's not that easy. Nero doesn't take kindly to runaway servants.
Maybe some handsome man will come to your rescue. Someone like Tacticus.
Yes, I can see it now. He'll ride up in a great golden chariot and carry me off into the sunset.
And you'll go to some faraway land and build a house in the country. And I could come live with you.
I'd like that very much, but I'm sure you'll find your real parents one day.
That's what Ben always says. But deep down, I know I'm never gonna see them again.
Be careful, you oafs!
Hail, Nero!
Well, what are you waiting for? Start worshipping me!
Oh, thank you, Caesar. It's an honor to worship so godly a god as you, my god.
Hail, Nero, Lord of all! Hail, Nero! Hail, Nero! Hail, Nero! Hail, Nero!
What's the matter, Tacticus? Have your knees been injured?
No, Caesar.
Then why aren't you kneeling on them?
Forgive me, Caesar, but...
But what? You are planning on worshipping me, aren't you, Tacticus? Well?
I cannot.
I knew it. He's a Christian. Prepare to die, you traitorous.
Wait. How do you expect a man to worship me if you kill him? Nihilus says you are a Christian. Well, we shall see. You have until my party tomorrow to either bow before me or die. Take him away.
And unless Tacticus bows before Nero at the party tomorrow night, he'll be executed.
Oh, no.
Why couldn't Tacticus just keep quiet about being a Christian?
We all know following God's way can be dangerous. It was the same for Jesus when he returned to Jerusalem, where he knew many of his enemies would be waiting. It was the time of the Passover festival, and the city was very crowded. There were many soldiers, also fishermen, and farmers from Galilee who supported the freedom fighters. The people had heard about Jesus and were very excited. They thought God's chosen leader had arrived at last. But Jesus hadn't yet arrived in the city. He was in Bethany, near the Mount of Olives.
Go into the village. There you will find a donkey. Bring him back with you.
Why are you untying that donkey?
Our master needs it, but he will send it back soon.
Many years before, one of the prophets had said that a true king would come to Jerusalem, but instead of riding a war horse, he would ride a donkey.
Hosanna! Save us now!
Happy is the one who comes in God's name.
Bless the kingdom of David!
Of course, not everyone was so happy. Some religious leaders were worried by the crowd's excitement. Many people hoped Jesus would lead them into battle against the Roman army. But great generals don't ride donkeys. There had been many so-called messiahs, but this one was different. So, you see, even though it was very dangerous, Jesus knew the time had come to reveal who he really was.
But if Tacticus does that, Nero will kill him.
Not if we break Tacticus out of the palace first.
Oh, Ben.
And I've got just the plan. Ben and I can get to the dungeon through the aqueduct.
Miriam can help too. She knows the palace inside and out.
We don't need Miriam. We'll have Tacticus out of there before the cock crows. Trust me. We heard you the first time.
Poor Tacticus. I fear your taste in friends has taken a turn for the worse. You were like a son to me, and now look. To think I was going to make you prefect of the guard. You'd have been the most powerful man in Rome, seeing as how I am a god and all. Ah, well, I suppose I'll just have to give the job to Nihilus.
Nihilus is an animal. You can't grant him that kind of power.
I'm not. You are. Bow before me, and the power shall be yours. And as for Nihilus, well, surely one of our frontier garrisons could use another man. I know you'll do the right thing, Prefect Tacticus.
The right thing. If only I knew what that was.
You there! Halt!
Good work, everybody. Sabina's going to think these pastries are
awful. Simply awful. These bronze platters won't do at all. Fetch the golden platters at once!
Halt! What are you two doing here? Where are your papers?
Let's see.
There you are. We've been looking everywhere for you two. The Empress is waiting for these, and she's furious. Come.
I must see their authorization papers first.
Commander, do you know what happened the last time a guard kept the Empress waiting?
She did? Let them pass. Good work, girls.
Now, all we have to do is find Tacticus.
You mean you haven't rescued him yet?
Not yet, but now that we're inside, he's as good as free. Trust me.
Time to kneel or die, Tacticus. Personally, I hope it's the latter.
But how are we gonna get to him?
We'd have to be royalty to get down there.
Happy birthday to me. As a god I decree, for now and forever you shall all worship me.
I'm the Princess Benrina, and these are my sisters. We have come to pay homage to Caesar on this joyous occasion.
Happy birthday to me.
This will never work.
Yes, it will. Trust me.
For now and forever you shall all worship me.
You know we will. Bring forth Caesar's gifts, and let the worshipping commence.
Our gift to Caesar is the gift of amusement.
It's been done.
Hail Nero, Lord of all!
My gift to Caesar is the gift of string.
Huh?
And this golden amulet.
Ah, Tacticus. And what shall your gift be? Your devotion or your life?
My gift to Caesar is a story.
Excellent. I always enjoy a good yarn.
Of course, yarn. What was I thinking?
You may proceed.
This story was told not long ago by a very great man. There once was a man who planted a new vineyard. So he rented the vineyard out to some tenant farmers. After the harvest, the owner of the vineyard sent a servant to collect his share of the profits. But when the servant returned to his master, he had been badly beaten. The owner sent another servant, but they beat him up too. The owner sent other servants. Some were beaten. Others were killed.
Perhaps if I send you, they will show more respect. Be careful, my son.
It's the owner's son. The vineyard will belong to him when his father dies. Not necessarily.
Oh, the treachery, the deceit. I love it. The man who first told this story must have been great indeed.
Oh, yes. In fact, he was speaking to the leaders of his religion at the time.
And what will the vineyard owner do? Now that his son has been killed, he will go to the vineyard and kill the tenants. Then he will give the vineyard to the other tenants.
Tell me, Tacticus, the great man who first told this story, what is his name?
Jesus, the Christ, my Lord.
How dare you! I am your God! You will worship me!
I'd rather die.
And so you shall. Nihilus, slay this insolent dog at once!
With pleasure, Caesar. I've been waiting a long time for this.
Now!
Seize him!
Over there! After the
My gowns!
We've got you now.
Guess again.
After them!
1, 2, 3.
It's going to fall! Get down, you clumsy clods! Get... Ah!
My gowns! Look what they've done to my beautiful gowns!
My altar! Look what they've done to my magnificent altar!
Happy birthday, Caesar.
Nihilus, I want you to catch those treacherous little cretins and... Nihilus!
This old service tunnel should lead us right to the wagon.
I can't believe we got away from those guards. Well, most of them.
It's me you want, Nihilus. Let the others go.
All enemies of the Empire must be executed, including the little ones. I pity you, Tacticus. You had everything, and you threw it all away. Your Christian friends have blinded you.
You're the one who's blind, Nihilus. Go!
I shall enjoy watching you die.
Tacticus!
You'd better kill me, Christian. I'll come after you if you don't.
I know you will. But not today.
I will find you. This isn't the end. It's just the beginning.
I've never been rescued by a pack of princesses. I don't know how to thank you.
Thank Anna and Miriam. It was their plan.
Thank you, Anna. And thank you, Miriam.
Nihilus meant what he said, Tacticus. I'm afraid your old life is over.
I know.
Welcome to the underground, Centurion.